I guess you could say I'm a bit of a wanderer myself. Not exactly an epic hero or anything, but, well, let me tell you about someone who really knew what it meant to be on a journey. His name was Odysseus, king of Ithaca, a clever man, known for his wit and cunning. Picture a small island in the Ionian Sea, where the sun kisses the olive groves and the wind carries the salt of the ocean. This was Ithaca, Odysseus's home, a place he loved more than anything in the world. But fate had other plans for our hero. When duty called, he left behind his wife Penelope and infant son to fight in the Trojan War. The day he set sail, the sky was a canvas of oranges and purples. It was as if even the heavens knew this goodbye would last far longer than anyone anticipated. Little did he know it would be 20 years before he'd see those familiar shores again. The Trojan War raged for a decade. Odysseus's cunning mind conceived the idea of the Trojan horse, leading to victory. The city of Troy, unaware of the danger, welcomed their doom with open arms. But sometimes, winning the war doesn't mean you get to go home. After the fall of Troy, Odysseus set sail for Ithaca, but the gods had other plans. His journey home became an odyssey in itself, filled with perils and wonders beyond imagination. With each passing day, the journey grew more perilous. Odysseus's strength and wit would be tested time and again by the capricious will of the gods. He faced monsters like the Cyclops, a giant with one eye as big as a shield. Trapped in the Cyclops cave, Odysseus came up with a clever plan. He told the giant his name was Nobody. This simple deception would prove to be the key to their escape, showcasing Odysseus's quick thinking in the face of certain doom. When he blinded the Cyclops and escaped, the giant cried out, "Nobody has hurt me!" Odysseus's wit had saved him and his men, but escaping one danger only led to another. The sea itself seemed to conspire against him. Storm after storm tossed his ships, as if Poseidon himself was trying to keep Odysseus from his home. He resisted the allure of the sirens, their haunting songs nearly driving him mad. Tied to the mast of his ship, Odysseus heard their beautiful, deadly melodies. It took all his willpower not to give in. With each trial overcome, Odysseus proved his worth as a hero. But the journey was far from over, and home remained a distant dream. Through it all, Odysseus never lost sight of his goal, to return home. Every night, he'd look up at the stars, imagining they were the same ones shining over Ithaca, over Penelope. Meanwhile, back on Ithaca, Penelope waited faithfully, fending off suitors who assumed Odysseus was dead. She used her own cunning to delay them, promising to choose a new husband only after she finished weaving a shroud. But every night, she would undo her day's work, keeping her promise to Odysseus alive. Her loyalty matched Odysseus's determination, their love a beacon guiding him home. Finally, after 10 years of war and 10 years of wandering, Odysseus reached the shores of Ithaca. But his trials weren't over. He had to reclaim his home and prove his identity. Disguised as a beggar, Odysseus observed his home overrun by greedy suitors. His own son, Telemachus, now a man, didn't recognize him. In a test of strength and skill, Odysseus strung his old bow, a feat none of the suitors could accomplish. As he revealed himself, you could almost hear the gasps echoing through time itself. The moment Penelope recognized her long-lost husband, that's when his journey truly ended. Their eyes met, and 20 years of separation melted away in an instant. Odysseus had faced monsters, defied gods, and outsmarted his enemies, but in that moment, he was simply a man returning home. You know, sometimes I feel like Odysseus, not fighting monsters or outsmarting giants, but facing my own challenges. When I'm far from home, struggling with my own battles, I think of him. His story reminds me that no matter how long the journey, home is always worth fighting for. And maybe, just maybe, the journey itself shapes who we become along the way. We all have our own Odysseys, our own Ithacas waiting for us.